Yo, what is going on? Blue Lock chapter 336 has just dropped, and there's some crazy stuff going on in this chapter. So, before we get into it, please like, subscribe, and comment so that I know that you guys like the video. And let's get into it. Alright, so the first leak officially dropped 31 minutes ago from Shadow. Uh, and let's get right into it. So, we're going to start off with Hiori with the ball. Kaiser and Karasu and Hiori running through the battlefield. A new light shines upon a dysfunctional Japan. Commentator. Oh, and here a sudden feed to the left side. The ball is with Hiori. Hiori saying, "Me too." You know what I'm saying? Hiori's gonna rock out with it. Hiori, I was thinking the exact same thing, Karasu. This is going back to when they're talking about Karasu's gonna become that second best, you know what I'm saying, to like assist Isagi, like those top scorers, the number one options. Hiori, I was thinking the exact same thing, Karasu. Now that all of Isagi-kun's attacks patterns have been shut down, you are too slow. Someone has no choice but to create a different pattern. The only ones who can do it now are Hiori and Karasu. So this is like a do or die moment, really, to see if they will win this game. Renori, he's free. Someone mark him. That's just somebody from the French. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really knows who he is, unless that's one of the main ones. I don't know. I can't remember the names really of the other teams, but we're locking him. Hiori cut inside, aim for a shot. No. Hiori has the ball here. He's in the box. So he is extremely close. Hiori, as I thought, there's no path. Another lateral pass. Crap. Hiori, but with this, the defensive line may be thrown into chaos. Now, Karasu, shoot. Karasu has a pretty clear goal at the shot, but then it switches to a flashback. Karasu, that's not it, you idiot. You're the one who was supposed to take the shot. You sadistic. You sadic. Sadic? I don't know what that means. Your talent as a striker is what I, who was on the same youth team as you, knows better than anyone else. The conflict regarding soccer changes here in Blue Lock. This is them when they're training. Back to the game. Karasu, I've seen it all. Another pass to me. Karasu. Karasu, precisely because it's me, I can bet on it. Hiori has an extraordinary shooting ability. Never seen before. Never seen Hiori shoot a shot. So, excited to see this. Because Karasu passed it back to him to lock in. Rin says Hiori. Isagi says pass it. Karasu says shoot, you idiot. Hiori, precisely because he sniffed all awareness towards being number two, an idea has emerged. Hold up. He not going to pass that rock. Hold up. Karasu, there's a path to victory called self-sacrifice. Shoot. Euphoria. Woo! Euphoria. Hold up. He's kind of locked in. Hiori, I believe in the extraordinary. Hiori got the glowing eyes. Karasu is locking down. He's got two defenders by their arms, grabbing them so they can't move. Hiori has a clean shot at goal. Hiori takes a crazy shot over Karasu. Hiori shoots. Renori said wet, lowering his head by the hair's breadth. He created a shooting lane just one ball wide. This is crazy. So, but Karasu was holding them down and then dug down to duck under the shot. Hiori shot right over him, and Hiori bangs one right over the goalie. Hiori scores. Crazy. Never seen Hiori shoot a shot in Blue Lock. Whole series has a shot. Now he's like a top tier shooter. I guess. Charles, we did not hear about this. A goal without Usagi Uichi. Commenter goal. Or goal. It's a long goal. And now with this, everybody's celebrating. The comments are go. With a trick shot from Hiori and Karasu, Blue Lock has tied the score. The score is now 1-1 between Japan and France. It's honestly crazy. A crazy shot. Hiori obviously extremely excited. We haven't seen him shoot the ball once. I can't emphasize this more. We haven't seen him shoot the ball in practice, in game. Through the whole Neo Egoist League, I don't think he scored one goal. But in the World Cup, he comes up with a crazy shot. Insane. I guess the team chem is up. You know what I'm saying? Team chem is up. Everybody's going to celebrate. Chigiri, hell yeah, Bakura sick, Hiori, Karasu, Isagi, we did it, we caught up. Now we're back to square one. But the way Karasu just played, it looked like a playstyle that completely threw away his own chance to score. Is that really okay as a way of fighting in blue lock? So the way Karasu just scored, you know, Isagi, he doesn't look excited. He looks mad to a point. Everybody else is excited. They're cheering for him. Isagi's thinking about this on an intellectual level of like a egoist in blue lock. He's like low-key tight. Karasu did this. He'd rather have Karasu dribble up himself and just score. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Isagi's tight right now. Like he's got the eyes where he's like motivated, but he don't look like happy. And this is all that has been posted of blue lock leaks as of right now. I'm going to refresh. Never mind. We got the next one. Blue lock leaks 16. Isagi. Is it not a mistake? He's talking about not being like the egoist. Hugo says, a goal without Isagi Uichi, individuals possessing the brains and talent of a number 2. Not bad, blue lock. This is the destructive power of matching aptitude that I was talking about. Isagi, you know what I'm saying? Isagi's tight, bro. He's low-key tight that Hugo is right. Even though it wasn't Isagi, he was still right about something like that one person had to do it. You know what I mean? Hugo said, then let's see if you were to add one more number 2 role to the front lines formation. So he's basically saying, I don't know what he's trying to say here. He's saying, let's see if you were to add one more number 2 role to the front line formation. So he's saying they'd be even more lethal if Isagi was to be another number 2, is what I'm hearing. I mean, I don't know. I feel like anything that really happens here, Isagi's not going to be the number 2. He'll live and die by being an egoist. Really, like, he doesn't really care. He'll live and die by like, I don't know. I don't think he would care to be a number 2. Blue lock, number 7. Hugo. Somebody grabs Isagi by the head here in in this panel. Hugo. Blue lock would reach a level where they can truly compete with France. You're the one holding the keys to destiny, Isagi Uichi. Don't listen to him, Isagi. You are destined to devour the number 1 spot along with me. I assume that's the person that's grabbing his head. We don't know who it is. As of right now, because only the 17 has dropped. I'm looking dragging this so that I could explain it all. Because I did not wait for all of them to come out. I did not know there would be this much like chapters, like pages to this. I thought it would be done after like the 16, because he's usually done after 16. But let's think about this. Hugo's trying to really lock him in to trying to become a number 2 and give up on the goal of being an egoist. But let's be real, bro. Isagi not built like an egoist. Like, he's not built like crazy. He doesn't have like the physical stats. He doesn't have the stature. He doesn't have any of that to compete with a lot of these guys. Like, you look at somebody like in real life, like Jude Bellingham or something, like Erling Haaland or something. Like, Isagi's, he barely 5'6". You know what I'm saying? Like, he really looked like Messi for real, if he were to be in blue lock. But I don't even know, cause like he I don't know if he could compete. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's competing obviously mentally, but what about when he going pro? All these dudes are mad big. They all look like no. Even though no the best player, they all look like him. You looked at him when they played way back. What's that black dude's name? Oh my God, the dreadhead. You know who I'm talking about? I think he's Nigerian. But when they played him in the 5v5, you know he was out physicality, like way more physical than everybody else in there. So I don't know. I think Hugo is like, he makes sense. All right, blue lock, number 18 drop. Okay, Rin, being a number 2 is lukewarming. Yep, Look at this. Rin grabs Isagi by his head. Isagi looks perplexed that Rin grabbed him. Actually, Isagi says, "Which one is correct?" I think Isagi is kind of like he's in between the two. Like he either wants to be a 2 or a 1. I think Rin's gonna pull him out of trying to be a 2. Uh, you know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna be pulling Isagi out of trying to be the number 2 mindset. You know what I'm saying? Trying to give up goals so that other people can score. Uh, that's obviously what he's thinking about. He's in between the two. Henri, that's the girl in Blue Lock. Ego's assistant, if you would. We did it, Ego-san. It is an invention of an unknown attack pattern completed by Karasu and Hiori. With this, we can still stay in the fight. Ego says no. Obviously, we know where Ego stands on this. Like, he's seen the whole thing play out by himself. Like, he's seen this all. Like, he's seen the whole thing. He knows what he's doing. Like, he knows this goes against Blue Lock. He damn near might sub Karasu and Hiori out. just because they didn't play the Blue Lock way. And if you look at this, he got his hand like this. He's really thinking. He's leaned over, looking at this, and he really doesn't. He's not excited. He's not happy that they scored. I mean, this goes against the whole Blue Lock scene. Like, this goes against everything. And it's kind of crazy. He's not excited that they scored at all. I mean, nobody thinks he really would be. I mean, you don't really see a lot of emotion from Ego throughout the whole series, good or bad, unless he's like geeked out. But he is not excited about this, and I can see why. This is that's not the Blue Lock way of scoring. You know what I mean? And so he's basically Karasu won against his coach. He wasn't trying to score a goal for himself, and that's, I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's difficult. It's kind of like a difficult situation because they did score, but it wasn't the way that they wanted to score. Obviously, soccer is different. Like everything is different. Like, you're not gonna get a goal like the way you'll always get a goal. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's weird how Ego is looking at this, because a good moment like this is turned upside down because it was scored in a passive way. Like, you trying to pass, you trying to assist Hiori, because that's your guy. Like, that's your boy from the sandbox. But that's not Blue Lock. Like, if Karasu was really like that, he would have took that shot. I know Ego was on his chair like this, just like this when Karasu got the ball, and then he passed it. He sat right back down. He crossed his arms. He started hitting this stance. That's the stance he's hitting right now. I wish y'all could see it. I will be dropping the link, the link down below for Shadow, so you can see the chapters. Obviously, my thumbnail will be one of the chapter panels. But it'll probably be Hiori's goal, honestly. I mean, that's probably going to be the takeaway. That's going to be in the thumbnail, description, the title. Hiori scored a goal, but yeah, it's kind of insane though. I don't know. All right, next league's drop. 19. This is a long chapter. Bed Dogs. 19. Ego. Whoa, hold up. I just read this for myself, and it's actually insane. Hold up. Hold up. This is actually insane. Before I read this, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment to let me know you're here. Drop the heart emoji. You know, Valentine's Day was right there. Drop the heart emoji if you stuck through and seen this, so I know that you guys are engaged with the video. But let's get to it. All right, Ego. This is outside my calculations. He didn't expect this coming. He didn't see none of this. This chemical reaction is not the phenomenon I desired. Damn, he's geeked. He's actually like upset. This is not the phenomenon I desired. Henri. He said, huh? And then he cuts to Isagi. What should I believe in? Isagi's obviously at a crossroad. Hugo is obviously brainwashing him, saying that this way of soccer works, and that's what you should do because you're not like that. Like, you're not physically gonna keep up with these people. Um, Isagi's at a crossroad. Ego doesn't like this. He's obviously upset because this is supposed to be his main striker. He's supposed to score all the goals, or if not score all the goals, be trying to score all the goals and not be trying to get assists. He's trying to score, become the best striker there is. And now Isagi is basically getting proof that being the number two could work. And being the number two could help the team win, help the team be better. And basically, the way of soccer that he's playing is not going to play out. Obviously, this is kind of like upsetting because their whole game against, was it Nigeria? Their whole game against Nigeria, Isagi was frying shit. But now, just because one game his shit not working, he about to switch his whole flow up. And Ego is very upset. He hoping Isagi like basically says fuck you to Hugo, and it tries to get it back in. But he's gonna try to go out of his way to score the craziest goal. And I don't think Ego would be mad if Isagi throws the whole game trying to get a goal, because that's the Blue Lock way of playing. I think he'd be ecstatic at that point if Isagi just starts throwing, just starts trying to go for whatever, starts trying to bicycle kick shit. And we really haven't seen that evolution from Isagi yet as well, where Isagi, he went on his trip, he was in Spain, studying these guys, and we haven't really seen nothing from him. Obviously, there's been like one or two moves where we could kind of see what he's thinking from these players from Spain, but we have not seen nothing from Isagi where he has evolved since the Neo Egoist League. Obviously, Hiori, Karasu evolved, Batra evolved. You know what I'm saying? We went into their past. We went into Isagi's past, but we didn't really see anything different from how he came out. He just saw people play soccer. He basically went on a vacation, didn't do nothing. Didn't really evolve. He's really not the number one in Blue Lock right now, as of right now. He didn't do anything during his whole break. He was watching these clips, and I'm waiting for them to pull out some BS shot that he learned watching these clips. I'm waiting for it because he really hasn't shown anything since the Neo Egoist League. And here are the final leaks. Isagi, right now, what is happening in Blue Lock. Even as Hiori's equalizing goal explodes, Isagi feels a sense of wrongness about the nature of the attack. That is the end of the chapter. And you can see this expression, like Isagi, he's obviously perplexed, and he looks like he's about to crash. People are happy. Isagi looks like he's about to crash out. They got him in an all black silhouette, looking mad aurored out. He looks extremely angry, and he's saying, what is happening in Blue Lock? Because that is not the way to score a goal. I wouldn't be surprised if Isagi fucks around and crashes out on Karasu, because they already not tight like that. They already are mad at each other. Crashes out on, not Hiori, but crashes out on Karasu for doing some dumb shit. And Isagi looks crazy. I don't think he's going to switch to a number two, but I think he's going to try to prove even more why he wants to score a goal. And that's going to make him throw the game. Honestly, I think Isagi is going to be the reason they lose. And I'll make another video separate to this, but thank you guys for watching. This is a 19-minute video. Thank you guys for watching. As always, stay blessed and peace.